So, so we're going to be probably presenting about 45 minutes today, RJ. All right, so let's go ahead and just start right now. Thank you for everybody and your great participation. And if I do ask a question, I would love it if you guys can participate, because that motivates Ben and I, that we know that we're not talking to nobody. It's nice to be able to see people responding, so let's go ahead. So today we're going to talk about how to double your small account in 2 weeks without excessive risk. And so my goal is to teach you how to do exactly what you see right here. And so in this particular live event that you see right before you, I want to teach you how to do exactly this. This was a 20 trades, and I made $18,000 in profit on 20 trades. And you can see one of the key things that you're going to learn is about risk. I kept my risk very consistent at $1,000. Okay. $1,000 is what I risked on every trade. And out of that, I was able to make $18,000, a very nice run. You can see the goal, the graph over here on the right. So now if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a chance to earn a living from your trading, an absolute real opportunity and possibility. So stick around. You're going to want to see this. Now, the way that that's going to happen is I'm going to show you exactly what it is that I do to find what I call simple and easy trades. Trading has become so complicated. We think that we're so smart now with AI and algorithms and complex strategies, but the truth is that simplicity is what makes a trader great. And that has been one of the secret methods that I've discovered over the course of my 25-year trading career, is keeping it simple. All right, so finding trades like this, which is the euro dollar, you can't see that, but that was a $6,206 trade in just 3 days. Now, what's amazing about this particular trade here is this was the very first trade that I did on the chart when I did this live challenge. If I go back, you'll be able to see that, right? Look, $6,206. That was the very first trade on the euro dollar, and I did the entire process live. So the reason I keep saying that over and over again is so that you can understand that I'm not just talking out of thin air, that I'm not, one of those gurus on YouTube that you see, but I use a very specific pattern, and I did the entire process live. You guys can go back and verify later, because I'm going to share that with you. All right, but after a trade like that, you get to spend your time how you want, right? You take a walk out with the family, do the things that you want to do. I hear over and over and over again about the struggles and as a matter of fact, I was just talking with a good friend about this on chat yesterday, saying about, working too much and gaining weight because we're chained to our computers. Ben, can you relate to that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since I started, I think I've been like 40 pounds now. So I used to be a skinny little thing. Now,
yeah,
that's not too bad.
So, but we got to get out there, use these strategies to our advantage, so we can spend time doing the things that we want to do, right? And so again, I made $18,000 in just 20 trades, and I did it live stream. Like, not a lot of people can say that. Like, go to YouTube, watch the live streams, guys. Watch them. Actually, don't waste your time on YouTube. But take my word for it, you're not going to see anybody who's making 18,000 live. All right. So here was the actual series that I did. This is the thumbnail for it, where I took the trades and I documented every trade. And here's the actual thumbnail if you're interested. Okay, but again, now a little bit about me, just so you know, other than the fact that I just made $18,000 live on YouTube in front of many people. And I mean, there was a lot of people live, much more than what we have today. But today's a great audience, so good. It's all good. But we've got me, just a little bit about me so you know who I am. I've been trading for 25 years. I have 10 years of being a trading educator, completed the 20-day challenge trading live where I made $18,000. I've traded millions of dollars, and I'm the founder of Trading Strategy Guides, and I've done a lot of things. I've published a book. I've created millions of different trading education techniques and strategies. I've just been around for a long time. And the whole reason I'm sharing that is not to tell you how wonderful I am, but to really lay it down that I've done my homework, right? I put in the legwork. I've done my due diligence. I've paid the cost, so to speak. You've got to, in order to do the success, you got to pay the time, right? So I've done a lot of things right over those years, and I've done a lot of things wrong, right? I have messed up. And again, I am always saying this because I try to stay humble, which being in business is easy to stay humble because you have a lot of wins and a lot of losses. But I've done a lot of things wrong, and I take each one as a lesson. And I love to learn and share what I've learned. Like a great example of something wrong that I've done, I built an account when I first started trading, and I traded it. We're talking about doubling. I love doing it. But I traded a $50 account all the way up to about $3,500, right? That was something that I did right. But then something that I did wrong was I immediately turned around and traded that down to zero, right? And how did I do that? Well, I discovered, which many of you may have also discovered, but I discovered all of the money management and mindset strategies that you don't want to use in trading. Okay. And I'm not going to teach you those methods because they just don't work, but I discovered them when I drove my account to zero. But after doing this for 25 years, you kind of go through a process, right? You try and you fail, you learn something, you change, you try and you fail, you learn something and you change, and eventually you start seeing more success. Now, you must change in order to have success. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing today, is because I want to teach you some of the key things that I've learned, right? And some of the stuff that I've learned is mindset. A few simple tweaks will change everything, and what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your markets, what you believe about trading. Something simple as what you believe about money. And I know I'm not I'm not a trading psychologist, and I'm not going to tell you to get a trading psychologist. The strategy is super important, but really what you believe matters, because if you have a hidden belief that says that you're no good, you're going to sabotage yourself, right? And so we want to work on that. That's something that you got to work on. Strategy. One of the things I've learned is strategy is that you can find strategies everywhere, but most of them are not very good. They're not profitable. And even the ones that are, they're not going to boost profits, right? So I've learned ways that can boost profits in a massive way. And that's why you're going to want to pay attention today, is because I'm going to show you exactly how to boost those profits. All right. And then money management, that's a part of strategy as well. But these are the three topics that I'm really going to hit today that's going to help you guys be able to learn to double an account. Okay. And so these techniques are, I believe that money management is the secret sauce. And I think that it's the secret because nobody else wants to do it. Nobody wants to pay attention to money management because it's boring, right? It's not attractive. It's not fun. Everybody loves to chase after the golden shiny objects. But listen, I'm telling you that stuff doesn't work. So don't do it. Don't do the stuff that doesn't work. Okay. All right. So I've all discovered the hard way, and my struggles, my pain, my failure, my hard work can be your success. And that's really one of the things that motivates me and drives me to do what I do, is because I want you to start where I'm at, right? I want you to take the secret shortcut pathway to basically go off the beaten path, and you can learn all of the things that I failed at, so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made, right? That's really the thing that I'm looking at right now. I want you to be able to avoid those headaches. I want you to find the fast track, the shortcut, the easy way. I mean, if I've learned this for 25 years, how much more can I help you advance, right? And so how many of you are interested in learning from my success so you don't have to make those same mistakes? Or you can finally crack the code. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you've been trying this for so long and you feel like you're about ready to give up, but you have not found the right way, the right method. And if only you could do that, today would be the day. And I'm just trying to encourage you and say, today can be your day. You can do this. My struggles can be your success. What I've learned, I can share and pass on to you, and you can overcome this and be a successful trader. So again, here's the hard way. This is me not going to win. You're not going to win that battle. But you think you already know how to do it. That's, again, a mindset. If you think, oh, well, who's this guy to tell me what to do? You've got the wrong mindset, and you might as well just give up now, because if you think like that, you're not, you have people get blind spots. I get blind spots. And sometimes the things that I think, even though I'm wrong and I'm really wrong, and people try to tell me the truth, if I don't listen to that truth, it won't help. Right. And so don't think that you know everything. One of my best methods for success is the fact that I am teachable and I've learned from other people. Right. And so, again, then another thing is bad habits, doing the same thing over and over. Can anybody relate to that? You guys got bad habits. Have you done the same mistakes over and over and over and over again? Anyone at all? Can you guys relate to that? And then being discouraged and quitting. I cannot tell you how many traders that I know that have been so close to success, and yet they gave up right before their breakthrough was about to happen. And so I want to encourage you again, do not give up, keep moving, but you've got to be open to learn. All right. And so, again, do you want the easy way that eliminates the heartaches? That's what I'm going to share with you today. Right. So this is the same spreadsheet. You can see my total profit was $18,567.81 in 20 trades live over a pretty short period of time. And so one thing I'm noticing just by looking at this, it's kind of blurry, but I'm noticing one of my trades was Bitcoin, and that was a loser. I didn't make any money on Bitcoin. Imagine that. Bitcoin has been some good trading. But anyways, okay. So again, the results are not typical. Obviously, this does not happen every time I take 20 trades. That happened to be the time when I was live. It doesn't happen like this all the time, but anything can happen in the markets. But what I'm trying to get at is that markets are about consistency. Success is about consistency. And you're going to have good runs that are going to really give you windfall profits. So again, there's 3 skills to success: a mindset, a small tweak can yield big results; strategy, precise entries with big gains; and money management, accurate measurement accelerates growth, right? Just like what I did with the spreadsheet. So skill number 1, mindset. Your one mental tweak can increase your results by 10x, right? So again, how you think is so important. And that's one of the key things that I am going to always be hammering. And always hammering is how you think. And I know you don't see that a lot in trading. It's very unique. It's different. It's a different approach. But yeah, you got to watch what you're thinking. So again, your belief systems is not discipline, right? How you believe helps how you act. And with discipline, it's like you're really working hard. It's like trying to lose weight or trying to follow your system. It's so difficult to get the willpower to do that. But the key to doing that is having proper belief systems and building in good habits, right? I want you to understand that everybody has habits, and it's just whether your habits are good or bad, right? Everyone has belief systems, and are your belief systems helping you or are they hurting you? Are your habits helping you or are they hurting you? You've got to really work on that. And again, on strategy, having a great strategy is critical to success in the markets. The problem is that there's 1,000 strategies. And the other problem is, I wrote here, it's not the magic bullet. Strategy is critical, but again, it's not everything. Because if you have a strategy and you don't have the other components, you're not going to make it. right? You're not going to, if you don't have mindset, your strategy is not going to help you. So you have to put the right thing in place at the right time. Okay. You got to get strategy, mindset, and then money management. And the double strategy has simple strategic methods. These methods will work for you if you apply them the way that they're designed to be applied, and they're simple and straightforward. Okay, so here's a great example of one of the trades that I like to look at, and I'm just going to do a minute of kind of teaching on how the strategy that I look at works. So in this particular scenario, we were really kind of moving on a very nice uptrend. See, you'll notice that it broke right here, and we had a very nice uptrend, and yet we broke down. And so at this point, we came back down, and then we went below the moving average, okay? But we popped back up, and then there was a failure. Now, one of the things that we need to understand about these failures is that it happened at a key resistance level, right? And I just like to highlight these resistance levels right here. Do you see that? How obvious that is? Right? And this is an actual trade. You can see there's the entry, there's the stop loss, and look at where the target is. It's a big target. Okay. Now, the thing about this type of a trading is that we have the key levels, which is so important. We have the candlestick pattern, and we have the trend change of direction. And so all of those things combined really made for a solid setup. Right. And then one of the other things that is really important for specifically for learning how to double, and I'm going to get into the doubling here too very soon. So you're going to learn how to do that. But one of the key things about doubling is dialing in on a lower time frame. So I love to combine the daily and the 15-minute. Okay. And if some of you saw some of the emails that I posted to get in here, I just did a $10,000 trade yesterday on the S&P 500. And I did that with a daily and the 15-minute chart, right? This is a US yen example. But we had the daily signal. We had a double top right here. We had a failure here. And then we had another one. So we got 3 tries. And then the break on the moving average on a 15-minute. But on the daily, we knew what was happening. And so we've got a nice entry with a nice tight stop. And you can see, look how much the trade is up. Right? It's already right here. This is the risk, and here's the trade, right? You see that? And one of my mentors used to talk to me about the snowman, right? You got a small area here, and you've got 2. This is like a 2 or 3 to 1. Okay? Just draw little snowmen on your charts, and you'll be great. Okay, so again, key theme that you want to take away with is do your analysis on a high time frame, and drill down on a lower time frame for your entry. That way you can leverage your position with a tighter stop. It's all about the money management and the leverage. That's how you do this. Okay. And so again, now here it is even deeper on a 5-minute chart. Okay. And so one thing I'm just going to see if I can, let me just show you that other trade here. Okay. So this is, let's just show you that trade I did yesterday. Okay. All right. So this is it. This was a $10,000 trade. Let me zoom this up. Right. And what's cool about it is we got the uptrend here. Right. We're following an uptrend. And what happened? Consolidation. If people thought we might be going lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a zone. These consolidation zones are very important in trading. It's because money is accumulating, right? And what do you see happen? My entry was right there. You see that? And this is a daily. It's kind of hard to see because it's literally microscopic. Ben, can you see that little blue dot? That's my entry arrow.
I think so, right there.
Yeah,
At the
it's
bottom
very
there.
tiny.
Yeah, I see it.
I can highlight it right here. That's where I entered. Okay. And then where did I get out? I got out right here. Okay, this trade was $10,000. Now, that's the daily chart. Now, let me show you. Let's zoom it back in here. Can I do that? Can I figure out how to do it? Yeah, so now I'm going to zoom in. And you're going to see something. What was I looking at? Well, I noticed these levels, right? You see all these? And then we had one, and then we got this breakout. So my entry was right there. There's the blue dot. Right there. Okay, where's my stop loss? Right here. Very simple trade. This was a very simple, easy trade. It broke out. We were in an uptrend. We have support. And what happened with that? Well, it was a $10,000 trade, and I took one position right here. I broke it up into small pieces. I took one position out right here, and then I closed the full trade out right here, which actually was my TP, right? So total trade. And when I take a partial profit, I move my stop and tighten it, right? And so at one point, you just got it, no risk on the trade. You just let it go. You find another trade. So that's how this actually works and how powerful that this system is. Now, let's talk about money management. I'm going to share, this part's going to take you to pay a little bit of attention. This isn't boring, though. I don't think it's boring. I think it's interesting. And it's not complicated. It's simple, but it's not what you're going to hear. Most people will teach 1% or maybe 2% risk. Okay, now let me go through that scenario. All right, so you take 100 trades at 1% with $1,000 account. Okay, you're going to take 100 trades with a 55% win rate. That's 55 trades at 1% is $550. Now, 45 of those trades are losers because you're at a 45% win rate. So you get a total profit of $100 out of 100 trades. Now, if you're trading at higher time frames, that's your whole year of work. Now, $100 on a $1,000 account is not bad. I'm not dissing that. That's a good ROI. But are you going to be able to make anything out of your life, or did you just waste your time working for $100 for an entire year? Especially when you think about how much time that's going to take. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Okay. So money management is the key on how to double without a lot of risk. So I'm going to talk about the law of doubling and how powerful this is. Remember, when I'm talking about becoming a full-time trader, this is kind of what you have to think. You start with 1 penny, and if you double every day for a month, some of you may have heard this, but if you start at 1 day, you get 1 penny, and the second day is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. I mean, this is a joke. After the first week, $1.28. And right now, this is where everybody and their brother and their other brother, they're all saying, oh, this is a waste of time. This is stupid. I'm telling you right now, look, put a star on this comment. Most people are not successful because they refuse to look at the big picture. They're only looking at what is right in front of them. So after working for 8 days, 90% of the people say, I only made $1.28. This is a waste of time. Right? I'm talking to the people in this audience. If you're thinking like that, get a big picture plan for your life. I cannot tell you, I can see thousands and thousands and thousands of people quitting because they're saying, why am I wasting my time with this stupid crap? Okay? But then the 128 turns into 256 to 512, still nothing. Even halfway through, more than half, at day 18, you're only at $1,300. Again, it's a waste of time, right? But once you crack the code and you keep the power of compounding and you continue down your journey and your path and you're executing, then it begins to make a difference, because then the next week you're at 41,000, 83, 167, 671. Then you on day 28, 1.3, and then day 30, you're at 5.4 million, right? That is the power of continuing down the path and not quitting and continually getting better. And again, this seems like a lot, but I want you to know that this is just small improvements every day. Oh, what can I do? You're just continually making very small improvements. That's all you're doing here. It's not mammoth. So it's the law of doubling. Okay, here's another example of an actual experience that I did on a real life account. Okay, just to show you what I've been teaching, and I did this with students. This was 2,000% gain. Okay, a $49 account up to $1,000 in a pretty short period of time. Average 978% again a month. Again, results are not typical, but this was a legit real thing that I did. You can see that it was verified. I didn't Photoshop this. This was actually real. But if this is the type of thing that is possible, if you put your mind to something and you execute your strategy, it's all about executing. Okay. And so again, here's some more things that we're going to talk about here. So I hope that this has been helpful so far. Let me know what you think about it in the chat. But I'm going to give you some info about the offer, and I'm going to give you a special deal on how you're going to be able to learn these techniques and work with me for a very low time. It's a very limited special time. So there's a special training course that's coming with me. And, again, I just want to, before I get into that, I just want to share the money management thing one more time. Let me go back here. The thing about the 1% risk, that really is a fallacy, right? You make $100, and I just remembered I wanted to say this. So we're going to get to it, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave you without this. Okay. In order for us to get to this point, we're going to have to risk a little bit more. Okay. We're going to have to risk a little bit more than just the 1%. Okay. But it's still extremely safe because of the way that I do it, right? I do it with extremely tight stop losses, which allows us to get leverage. And then the other thing that I do that is really powerful is that we lock in profit quickly so that we have a really high winning percentage, right? So we focus on getting a high winning percentage, and we focus on getting into wins quick, right? And keeping our risk super tight, right? And you don't have to worry about being whipped out, but I don't have this shot, but when we did this live, Ben sent me a screenshot. Maybe I can find that. Ben sent me a screenshot, right, Ben? About the 45%.
Oh yeah, I think I sent it in Rocket Chat maybe.
I'm looking for it. But even if I can't find it, I was able to double the account with a 44% win rate, right? So again, this is not, you don't have to win all the time. And even that one chart that we saw, the one that at the beginning, that was only 44, 45%, right? So it's all about risk management and money management. Okay, so anyways, now I'm going to share with you guys an opportunity to work with me where you're going to learn how to double your account. You're going to learn all of the type of training that I'm teaching you today. I've only taught you about 0.1% of what I know, but you're going to spend time with me and learn a lot more. I've learned a lot, like I said, and you're going to make money at the same time, hopefully. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do live trading with me. Okay. We're going to do it and that time's wrong. I forgot to update that. It's actually starting at 9:30 Eastern. We're going to do 9:30 Eastern. And I'm going to teach you my mindset. I'm going to teach you my strategy. I'm going to teach you my money management system. And I'm going to show you the exact trades that I'm taking, right? So you're going to get everything. I'm going to teach and show. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm a big believer in demonstrating. That's why I did the live challenge in front of 5,000 people, where you can go back and watch where I did that on YouTube. So we're going to work on doubling a small account together. That's our goal. And I'm going to record the entire process. And so you're going to get education, training, and you're going to be able to participate live. All right. So it's a live 2-week, double your small account trading. Now, the value on this is worth $4,997. And you're going to get personal access to me, which is valued at $1,997. I think it's worth more than that. You're going to get the double trading strategy, which is $3,500 value, and the video recordings of every session, which is $997, for the total value of $11,491. And honestly, that's a bargain. Okay, so who has this worked for? This has worked for people with small accounts, busy moms, retired professionals, people frustrated with trading. And I would also say if you have a large account, this will still work, right? You don't necessarily even need to double, but you could learn how to be consistent. So if you're sitting here with a large account and you're like, oh, well, I don't need this. Well, this will help you as well. And so, yeah, you know, if you're retired and you need extra revenue, this is perfect for you. If you are trying to live on Social Security and you don't think that that's going to help, this will help you, right? People that are just about ready to give up, don't give up. Join with me. All right, so here's a testimonial from Jim. Jim says, thanks for all you've done to help people in their trading. Since becoming a member, I opened an account with $721, and today I officially crossed the $5,000 mark in my account. I can't believe it. I've not had a losing month or losing week since taking your training to heart. Thanks again, Jim. Now, imagine being Jim, right? He did $721 to $5,000. That's more than a double. He doubled many times and he hasn't lost, and he's continuing to have success. What would your life be like if this was how would it feel if you had the $5,000 account right now? How would it feel if you took your account from 500 to 5,000, right? Just think about that. All right. Now, again, this is a high demand program. We haven't had this type of audience in a while. There's a lot of people that want this. And so because the demand is high, I want you to understand we can't accommodate everyone. And I only want people who will do the work. I don't like working with people who sign up and don't follow through, right? And again, it's not hard work. It's simple and easy, but you still have to do it. And I have a special request, and that special request is that you would share a testimonial. That's why I'm giving you such a special offer. You know, Jim shared a testimonial. That really means a lot to me, right? So I'm doing a special offer because I really want to help people. So before you go, I also want you to know there's a bonus, and this bonus is valued at $997, and it's an accountability program. And this is for fast action takers only. And I got to say that a lot in the past with my accountability, I've been too nice. I'm typically pretty kind, and that can be but kindness isn't always great. If I'm too kind that I don't want to tell you that you stink, there's a problem. So now I've learned I got to tell you that you're really doing bad when you're doing bad, but I'll do it in a very nice way. Okay. But we need that, right? Bonus number 2, access to small account growth series. It's 12 lessons, $497 value. Really awesome. Awesome bonus. And we got more bonuses coming. You're going to love these. Now, bonus number 3. And by the way, I see the chat blowing up. I will answer all the questions. Bonus number 3, a trading tracker spreadsheet. This bonus is added for this webinar. It's valued at $497. And then bonus number 4, a private members-only community valued at $2,297. And this is for this webinar only. And by the way, this is a brand new bonus. I think this could be a game changer. I have not done this before in the past because I've been like, I just don't want to have the extra hassle of this, but I've done it because I saw the need. And so this right here, this might be the thing that you would sign up for. I mean, obviously you're going to love all the other stuff, but this is where you're going to get trades for a long time to come. Forever, you'll have access to this. So this, you're going to be with me for 2 weeks, but you're going to have this forever. And who knows what this could come of. And bonus number 5, double your account replay videos valued at $14.97. So again, wow, we are stacking it today because this is the 4th of July. This is Independence Day. We want to celebrate. We want to get as many people to turn their lives around through trading as we can. So again, here's a recap. What you're going to get. 2-week live training, $49.97. Personal access to me, $19.97. Double trading strategy, $3,500. Video recordings of every session, $997. Bonus accountability program, $997. A bonus small account growth series, 12 lessons at a $497 value. And a bonus trade tracker spreadsheet valued at $497. Bonus private members only community at $2,997. And bonus double your account replay videos for $14.97. So a total value now of $17,976. So now let's take a minute. Let's slow down. I see that people are wondering what the price is. Before I get to that, let me just get you to think. Slow down and think and answer this question. If all this program did was give you a reliable income, would it be worth the $17,000 that we see there? If it would take away the fear of trading the markets, and I know some of you have fear, would it be worth it? If it doubled your account 5 times, would it be worth it? If you learned to double your account 10 times, would it be worth it? If you could make $10,000 a month trading, would it be worth spending $17,000 to learn $10,000 a month skill? Would it be worth it? Now, again, this is where your mindset has got to come into play. A lot of you guys have your protective sensors up, like, oh, he's going to charge me this and I can't do it. And, break those barriers down. Those types of thoughts are in your mind and they're stopping you from having success. And you're probably, again, thinking, well, he's just trying to sell me something. Well, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you get into a program that you can execute and change, right? Because if we have a blind spot, it's a blind spot. And I love it when people tell me that in my own life. So what's this worth to you? 1 month of $15K each and every month. What is that worth? What would the number be? Like, there's got to be a number in your mind. I want you to come up with the number. Even if you could make $15,000 a month each and every month, what would it be? Actually, somebody was trying to sell me something the other day, and he asked me, he said, what was it worth? And I said, oh, it'd be worth 500. Right? Everybody's got a number. What's your number? Okay. How much would you pay to get all this? So the ability to create revenue from home, doing what you want to do with your schedule, all by following a simple trading plan, and the peace of mind and the joy that you would have knowing that you could be successful. All right. So you can see why others are paying me up to $10,000 for coaching. It's actually been higher than that in some cases. So you can see why it's a good deal at $5,000. But at $19.97, it would really be amazing. But because I have a special favor, which is I really want everybody to do a testimonial. So because I'm asking for that, I'm going to go even lower than that today, right? So right now, today, I'm going for $297 today to get started right now. Ben, go ahead and throw that in the link. And so what I want you guys to do is just to sign up, join with me. You can ask me questions. You can hang out. If you're stuck on something, I'll be there to help you get unstuck. I will be there every day to help you for 2 weeks, right? And it's $297. So just click the link, sign up right now. You get here's everything that you get. You get the 2-week double your small account live training. You're going to get personal access to me. You're going to get a double trading strategy. I'm going to even throw in another bonus right now on the fly, and that is I'm going to give you technical analysis videos of what trades I'm looking at. Okay, you're going to get that. You're going to get the recordings valued at $997. The bonus accountability program valued at $997. The bonus small account growth series valued at $497. You get all of that valued at $17,997. So just click the button below, just sign up, or you can go directly to tradingstrategyguides.com/double, but you're going to love this. And by the way, I will answer all of the questions. All right. So there's really only two things that you can do. And the first thing is you can do nothing. And you can continue to do exactly what you've always done. You can follow along, failing. Now, I know some of you might have been failing, but you've bought a lot of programs. And you're like, well, the last program didn't work for me. Well, think about it. What was it specifically? What reason did the last program not work? Was it the program's fault? Or was it that you didn't follow it? Or was it that it was a mentor guru who didn't care about you? I don't know what caused the last program that you bought not to work, right? But I want you to try this one, because this one will work, because we've made it simple for you to follow along. It's different than what you've tried before. You've not tried this before. You've never done anything like this, right? So go ahead, click the link and give it a shot, right? So try it for 2 weeks. You're going to be amazed at what you see. And if it works, great, good. If it doesn't work, I'm throwing in another bonus. If you cannot get this done, I'm going to give you a one-on-one coaching session with me, right? And that is really a very valuable bonus, valued at $2,000. So jump in and get that. All right. Now, my personal trading coach guarantee. Sign up today, and by the end of the week, or the 2-week class, you'll learn something new that you'll immediately help your trading. If not, you get a free one-on-one personal coaching session to me. So go ahead and sign up today. We really want to see it. Thank you so much for people that are starting to jump in. We really appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, now let's keep going. So again, the real question is it worth trying this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on the webinar, it would pay for itself. I mean, you literally could pay for this in one trade. I mean, I just live did a $10,000 trade this week. Okay. 297 could pay for that very, very quickly. So invest in and not only that, this is a really low price. This 297, this is a bargain. We're probably not ever going to charge this again. It's probably going to go up to 597 the next time I do this. Just saying. So you click the button below or sign up here, tradingstrategyguides.com/double. Old habits do die hard. That's why success doesn't come for most. You know what? There's either good habits or bad habits. All you got to do, let's not worry about willpower or discipline or the nasty word discipline. Let's just change our habits, because everybody has habits, right? Everybody, whether they're good or bad, everybody has them. All right. So time is money. Save time today. You know, you could do this the hard way and learn this on your own without me. And that would be something that you should be proud of. But why not save the years and years of aggravation and the stress and just go ahead and work with me today? So go ahead, click the link, sign up. It's going to be great to be working with you. Okay. So again, thank you guys. And yeah, we get some more people are coming in. So again, thank you all who are signing up. We're getting some great response. So let's keep the people coming in. I really appreciate it. All right. Now, let's see here. So one thing I want to talk about, this is a mindset thing. Okay. And it's about money. Money is just a tool. It's neutral. It's not good. It's not bad, but it can be used for good. It can be used for bad. Okay. So some people have the mindset that they actually don't want to become successful because maybe they knew somebody who had money and he was a real jerk, right? Have you guys ever seen anybody like that? Just determine that you're going to do the right thing with money and that you want to be prosperous, right? And, break apart those mental barriers that are holding you from success. So again, I'm nothing special. Those people that know me know this. I'm not like Elon Musk where I have a 9,000 IQ. Okay. I'm just a regular guy. Okay. Just like you. And if I can do this, then you can do it. Right? If you give up, you lose, you don't succeed. But if you keep going and you say, you know what, why not give it a shot? Maybe I can do it. Well, give it a shot. See what happens. Maybe you can make this happen this time. Okay. And I'm really rooting for you. Right. So just go ahead right now. Ben, throw that link in there if you haven't recently. Click that link in the chat. We're going to, make this 4th of July the day that you remember as the day that things started to change for you. Right. I'm going to be working and I'm going to be helping you. Right. I mean, I really believe that. I know that I'm going to be able to help you. Right. Listen to my voice. Click the link, sign up. I'm going to help you become successful in this. Right. Look at me. I was terrible in school. Not a joke. I barely finished. I was terrified of speaking. Not even that great. I'm very slow. My mind is very slow. And I'm not beating myself up, okay? I have a lot of value in my own mind. I think I'm awesome. God created me in his image, so that is enough for me to have good self-esteem. But you know what? I had a lot of problems. I learned a lot of hard lessons. But if I can do this, you can do it, especially with me there helping you. So go ahead and click the link, sign up below. I take too many risks. I'm glad I'm putting all my negatives in here. I take too many risks. I'm a natural born risk taker. I'm impatient. I don't like to wait. I want success and I want it now. Right? And those risks have caused me to have extreme pain in my life. And I'm still very risky and it's caused me a lot of emotional pain. But if I can do it, you can do it. So go ahead, sign up, join with me. I really appreciate having you guys and I want to help you. I mean, I really want to help you. I'm going to do everything in my power. I have things that you can use that are going to help you, right? And I'm not going to leave anybody behind. I'm going to work with everyone so that you're comfortable learning these strategies. And I honestly, that bonus about the community is going to be powerful because you're going to have access to us. And it's just going to be awesome, right? So let's hit some questions. Ben, you did the right thing here. Thank you. I think this has been freshly updated. It starts on Tuesday, July 9th at 9:30 a.m. Yes, it will be recorded. And yes, you can ask any questions at any time. Will it be recorded? Yes. Do you offer a refund guarantee? Well, I'm going to offer my personal trading coach guarantee where I will work with you one-on-one. There's a very specific reason why I'm not going to give a refund for this. And that is because I am going to be spending 2 weeks of my time, a lot of my very, very valuable time. There's nothing I'd rather do than spend time with you, but it is very valuable. And I know that time is my most valuable resource as it is yours. And so if you're going to spend that time with me, that you can't take that back. I'm sharing information from this little brain of mine that I've been getting for 25 years, and I'm 47. I've been getting it more than that. I can't get that back, right? I'm sharing my time and my brain power, and you can't get a refund on this. Okay. So it's not a scam. It's legit. You cannot get a refund on my time. All right. It's so valuable, but I think it's worth it. I think the value that you're going to get is amazing. Okay. So with that being said, click the link, join up, sign up today. We've had quite a few people come in and start up with us. So, hey, thank you guys. And I'm going to answer all the questions. So just hang up. Or just hang in there. Will we really double my account? Well, I've done this a couple times. Okay. Actually, it's been a while, by the way. But I have done this in the past. And last time, some of the students doubled and some didn't. And me personally, I think I was just under doubling. I went back and I looked at the recording because it'd been so long. I was like 930. I took an account from 500 to 934. So I was super close, but the techniques that I did were amazing. So will you really double? It's possible that you will. But one of the things I want you to understand here is that you're going to learn the technique. You're going to learn the strategy. You're going to learn the mindset that is going to give you the ability to double. Okay. And you're going to learn some things that are so valuable. Consistency. You're going to learn consistency, which is absolutely critical. Consistency is absolutely crucial. You're going to learn how to build good habits, and you're going to learn strategies that can change everything. Okay. All right. Well, that was the last question. So again, I want to thank everyone because we have been just getting slammed with people joining. We've got, Michael. So thank you, Michael, for signing up. Neil. Thank you, Neil. Earl and Barry and Peter, Jeffrey, Timothy, Chafik, Gene, Gerald, Todd. Look, I just want to thank all of you that have signed up. You've made a great decision, and we really appreciate it. So now that I have done that, let's go ahead and hit all the questions, and let's do it. Okay. And Ben, if you see anything you want me to hit, let me know. Okay. Sure. Here's one I see right off the bat from Salmon. Salmon says, is there a chance of blowing the account? Absolutely not. No. It's not possible unless you don't follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, there's a very high chance. Okay? All right. Lydia wants to know is, what do I trade? Futures, options, stocks, Forex, etc. So I trade all of the above. These strategies can be used in any market. With Forex, you can use leverage. With futures, you can use leverage. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on. With options, you can use leverage, but that's a little different. But right now for this, I'm going to be trading futures and Forex and futures. I'm going to be trading gold. I'm going to be trading the S&P 500. I'm going to be trading the NASDAQ. And I'm going to be trading some currency pairs. But that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Is this for stocks? While this could be used for stocks, it will not be really focused on stocks. So that was Lydia that answered that. Lydia, great question. John Doolin, he says, what is the win-loss ratio of this strategy? Well, John, the last time I ran it, I believe my win rate was 45%. The most recent time was about 70. There's just it's really kind of the wrong question, right? That's really the wrong question, to be honest. And that's part of understanding the markets. Really what you want to know is, what is your return going to be, right? You want to be focused on your return, because I did a challenge where I did like 37% and almost tripled my account was my win rate, right? So I'll take that. I do prefer to do high win rate, which is why I've tweaked a little bit, because of the mindset. It feels so good to win. Everybody loves a winner. Everybody loves winning. And it helps you mentally if you get a lot more winners. So we got a lot more people that are coming on. So again, thank you guys. Keep on joining in. We appreciate everyone. So just click that link and sign up. So that was John's question. Thanks, John. And don't worry, we're going to get to all of them. So Steve says he has a full-time job and will not be present for some of the sessions. What is the scheduled time? And how many sessions can I miss and still be successful? And will this apply to day trading? Well, Steve, so yes, it applies to day trading, but you can use this for long-term, because the original challenge where I did this was actually swing. So we can make a hybrid, right? I want this to fit everybody, so we can make a hybrid for that. But if you have a full-time job, You can watch the training, okay? And you can always ask the questions on every trade. Here's the thing that I want you guys to really get into your mind when you sign up here is I'd love it for you guys to say, yes, I'm going to do what I need to do to get help. And so what that means is don't worry about being embarrassed, but go into the community and say, look at this trade. What did I do wrong? Look at this trade. How can I do better? What did I make a mistake on? And just keep doing that and don't give up. And I guarantee you will be a huge success. And Steve, even if you can't show up to the sessions, if you do that, if you post in the community all your trades and you get my feedback and the feedback from other traders, you will be very successful. So I recommend that you go for it. Adrian, is there a minimum amount that I need to start with? Adrian, yes. The minimum would be $100. The minimum would be $100. What time does the class end? You know, I'm going to do it for about an hour a day, just because I found that that is the optimum amount of time for teaching and for paying attention, right? I'm optimizing it, right? All right. What platform for Forex? Well, you can use any platform you want. TradingView is very popular right now. TradingView is very popular. John, is the strategy easy? Yes. Yes, it is. All right. Well, Adrian, we'd love to have you. Adrian says he can start with $100. Good. Yes, we'd love to have you. And I will teach you all how to manage your money so you know exactly how much to risk. All right. All right, good. Now I got more. It says there's 73 questions to go, and we got some more people coming in. So again, thank you everybody who signed up. We'd love to have as many people as we can. So go ahead and just keep signing up, guys. So Peter left a comment there. Ben, did you see Peter's comment?
Yeah, I just fixed it.
Okay.
Thanks, Peter. Or Michael. Who's Michael?
Peter Mosey's the one that I saw. He said the link wasn't working.
Oh, I was looking in our in the group. I messed up I put June instead of July. The links I ended up with this.
Rajesh, we're going to be on Eastern time. So what I recommend that you do is go check out Google and then just do a time zone comparison in Google, and they should tell you the right time. I would say this, if it's not conducive to your schedule, go ahead and watch the recordings. All right. The time will be 9:30 Eastern. Will we be doing credit and debit spreads? You know what? If you ask about those, I will teach you. You know what? I'm going to be available. That's not going to be a focus of mine, but I'll teach you, because I know how to do it. And I've done it many times. So, yeah. Okay. What is the strategy? Well, Silvio, I went and talked about the strategy earlier. It's primarily this. You find a trend, you find support and resistance level, and then you find candlestick pattern in the direction of the trend. It is a phenomenal strategy. But the key is the money management. Hussein says, can you replicate the method? Yes. That's the whole point we want to teach. What exchange do I use to trade? Well, right now I'm trading different things. I'm trading some futures and some Forex. That was from Dawn. Will I take swing or scalps? you know what? I'm going to be taking primarily day trades. I'm going to be taking primarily day trades. Okay. But some of them might end up being swing trades. Sam wants me to summarize the methodology. Sam, thank you. I don't know if it's a black box feel. It's definitely not black box though. So here's what we're looking at. I believe in the power of a strong trend. Okay. That's my primary focus. I try to find strong trending stocks or Forex pairs. Then I like to find pullbacks that are testing support and resistance levels. And I like to use a moving average and candlestick patterns to confirm the trade. Let me show you here, Sam, the trade I just took. This was a trade I just took. Okay, right here. This particular trade, you see this right here was the entry because we had a breakout right here. And that was my entry on this candle. You see it says buy at 45, 44, 54, 57 was my entry. And then I got out right here, which was 55.33. And that was an actual $10,000 profit trade. And so it's going to be very similar to that. Excuse me, we find the trend and we go after it, right? And then we look for support and resistance. What instruments do I trade? SPX, gold, and you know what? Again, you guys can trade anything that you want, and I trade some currency. What rough percentage will be the Forex pairs, stock options, etc.? You know what? I don't know really, Barry. It depends on what we see available. I'm going to take the absolute best opportunities that the market is giving me at the time. If you want to use Awanda, you can. Yes, certainly, Jeff. And Jeff, I welcome to the group. Thank you. So Manuel's got a really interesting risk management question, and he's saying, so you risk 1%. And by the way, I will handle all the questions. We still got a lot of people in here. So if you haven't jumped in yet, let me know in the chat what the problem is. You know, I am a big believer in education. I'm a big believer in discussion. And so if there's something that's holding you back, like why are you not participating? I'd love to be able to understand what I can do to help you get in on this. Okay, so Manuel's question. You risk 1%. It's a winner. So the next trade is 1% plus percent of the profit just gotten. So how much do you risk 1% plus the what percent of the previous profit? Do you take a 1% trade and it is a loser? So do you take the next trade at 1% or a little bit lower? Okay, well, I like to focus. That's an intense question, but I like to keep it simple, Manuel. So really, what I'm going to do is risk the same dollar amount. If you'll notice, let me show you my spreadsheet. If we go back to this spreadsheet right here, okay. This is for Manuel. Okay, Manuel. If you notice this spreadsheet, let me zoom it up. It's not a great image of it. That's not the right one. This is about, it's not, let me see. Can I zoom up? Not really. Okay, but anyways, just what I want you to see here is my risk is the same across the board. 1,000. Okay. Now, why I do that is to make it simple. Okay. I make it simple. And then when I hit the next level, then I do it again until I get to the next level. Okay. So I just keep it the same. And there was one on here, which was 1,200. I don't know why I did that, but I try to keep it the same so I'll do 1,000 and then, okay, I just doubled. Now I'm risking 2,000. Okay. Again, for simplicity's sake. So did that answer your question, Manuel? Can I use my prop account? And do you help me to qualify? You can use your prop account for these trades. And will we help you pass a test? Yes, we will. This is an actual prop account right here. So Tim said he signed up. Thank you, Tim.
In case I was even thinking about that with prop accounts, most prop, like even like with ours, you can start with $250. So it's technically, you can, I mean, it's not a small account, obviously, because you're getting a big account with a small amount of money. So it's kind of like kind of would work the same way here. And I think it would fit well.
Well, with a prop, all we need to do is 10%.
Yeah.
So
And you got to do 10% with props. So you don't have to risk.
it's the same thing. So if you're going to put
Yeah.
250 in a small account and try to double it, why not just put 250
Throw
in
it in a prop account.
Yeah, it's the same concept. I didn't want to mention it in today's training because I wanted to just focus on
Right.
the training. But that's absolutely correct. Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to add any confusion because this isn't.
Well, because if you have multiple topics, someone said this yesterday to me. A confused mind doesn't do anything. A confused mind doesn't take action. Right? You gotta keep it simple for people. How much time required to execute the trade plan? Limit orders or market orders requiring monitoring or waiting? Great question. You know what? I try to take all of the trades around the market open. The reason I do this is because I don't want to be sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. And if I scan, I'll be able to find something good. Simo has an 8,900 IQ, so he's much smarter than me. I should probably confess, I took an IQ test and I think my IQ was about 100 or 102 or something like that. Ben, what was yours?
I don't remember ever taking one.
I think I Googled online Elon Musk had a 157.
Like, what's a good score? I don't even know what a good score is.
I think mine was like 100, which is average. I think
yeah,
I'm
like I see people like flexing. I'm like, I don't even know what is that good? I don't know. Like, what are the questions? Are they just like basic math or like maybe they're just like riddles or something you have to solve, problem solving.
It says the average is between 85 and 115, with 100 being the average. So I'm like right dead in the middle.
Right smack dab.
I'm right set in the middle.
Well, if there's a lot of like math stuff, like I'm rusty on all like the algebra, geometry, all that stuff. Through any of that, I can probably get all the logical stuff, like problem solving things. But yeah.
Okay, so Greg said in the private members only community, will Casey ever be in there after the 2 weeks or just the other members? You know what? I'm going to be posting in there all the time. I'm going to always stay in there, Greg. Great question.
Yeah, I look at it as just like we're kind of starting a community here, kind of just starting this whole thing over here when we got a lot of people so far, so I think it's gonna be a great start to this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Greg, the doubling strategy is a strategy with exit and entry rules. Yes. I think they're pretty clear. They're not necessarily black box, they're not secret, and they're not I don't know. They're in trading, I think that there's always some subjectivity to it or objectivity to it. You're not always going to be like black and white. There's always got to be the trading decision, but it should be pretty straightforward. It should be pretty cut and dry.
Well, I mean, you could look at it as like, 10 traders can make the same trade. Eight can make money to lose somehow. It's like, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all about following the rules and the risk management. And so if you're doing that, you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. So
Like for instance, like our recent, with our recent signal group, we had people that most made money, but then there was a couple that are like, oh, I lost. It's like, how'd you lose? I thought, didn't we say here like this is when you get out? But yeah, that just happens.
yeah, yeah, and you just can't take that. You can't let that get you down. That's the thing. You
Right.
just got to keep moving forward, right? Use it as a learning experience, and don't make the critical mistakes where you end up blowing your whole account. That's so important. Oh my.
I saw a
Um,
comment. Someone mentioned, can I start with a penny account? And he wants to double it. I
you know,
don't know. I don't know if
okay.
that's
So
possible.
listen to this. There's this guy on YouTube, and his name's Ryan Trahan. Um, so funny. He started out with a penny, and he tries to make money with just a penny. And so what he does is he goes out into the community and he has a penny and he's like, "Hey, can I trade you this pen or this penny for a pen?" And so he takes a penny and he buys a pen with it. And then he trades the pen for 50 cents. And then he keeps trading. Then he gets to the point where he gets a bottle of water and he sells the bottle of water for $2. And he just keeps doing that over and over again until he like has $10, and then he goes out and buys a case of water and he starts selling water on the beach. Have you seen those, Ben?
I remember his penny where he was going across America, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he was trying to deliver that to whoever. I think it was Mr.
I
Beast, wasn't it?
I hate I'm not a fan of YouTube stuff, but I just thought that was so
That
cool.
was that was I like the concept of like, he was, because I think that wasn't he working, like he was doing different jobs.
He
He was
did
walking
DoorDash.
dogs,
He did
DoorDash.
Door yeah, he'd buy like cleaner and start cleaning people's windows.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. He met a lot of like really good people. Some of them let him stay at their house
Yeah.
because he would just camp out on the side of the road.
Yeah, you know what I like about it though is it's the mindset that just
Right.
says that. See, this is I brought that up for a reason. Is it's the mindset that says I can do anything with anything, right? You take what you have in your hand and you say, what can I do with this? A person that's successful says, what can I do with what I have? A person that's unsuccessful says, I don't have this, I don't have that, so I'm just going to sit on my butt and do nothing. Or I'll do something even worse than nothing. I'll just complain and point the finger at how these other people are so pathetic. Right. That's what unsuccessful people do. And so I'm trying to attract successful people. And you could start with a penny, but not in your broker account. You're going to have to hit the beach. You're going to have to go out there and start trading that for something else. He
Well,
would even
unless it's Shiba, how many Shiba's a penny?
yeah, if it a lot. If he would even draw pictures of people. He's like, I'll draw your picture for a donation. And he drew the ugliest pictures and people would give him $10. So yeah.
Yeah.
I was at the mall. I was at the mall and this kid came up to me and I'm like, this kid's like 14. And he's like, hey, I want to give you a demonstration on my shoe cleaner. Okay. So he's spraying the shoe and he's cleaning it. And it worked pretty good. But he's like, hey, do you want to see how much it is? And I was blown away. He's like, a bottle of this stuff is $60. I'm like, sorry, dude. I was like thinking about buying it, but when he said a bottle of the cleaner was $60, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. But he's like, well, I'll clean your other shoe for you. He just did the one, but he's like, I'll clean the other shoe for you for a tip. And so he ended up getting $10 out of the deal. So it was pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't wear the shoes that need shined or anything. Or
Well,
is he
these
just
were just
cleaning it?
tennis shoes. It was just
Oh,
like
just regular.
for Nikes or whatever. Yeah. It was just like shoe cleaner.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, that stuff's pretty good because it made it look good, but I'm not paying $60 for it.
No. I
You
always
can
use
buy a
those
new pair of
scrubby
shoes. Come
bubbles
on.
for like $3 or however much it is. My wife always makes fun of me though. I'm using
Why?
scrubby
What?
bubbles on
I've
my.
never heard of those.
It's just like I forget what the brand, the typical brand. Well, they make knockoff too. It's just like a foam. Cleans your shoes pretty good usually.
Cool, cool. Okay, well, I'm going to keep hitting questions, not getting sidetracked. That was a great question, the penny guy. I think he was kind of joking, but that was a great question. Do I have to start with at least 5,000? That was Adrian. Or can I start with a penny? Same thing. I'm going back. Peter said 495. How long did it take Jim? Jim was a couple months. Okay. I think I got it all. Now I'm going to scroll back down because I got 21 new ones. So there's still around 100 people in here. So if you haven't signed up yet, let me know what is holding you back. Like, we're really here to help out and to get you guys back on the right track. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, so RJ said when the account was not doubled, was it at a loss or positive? Actually, I did it once and the account I didn't double, but I never lost money. No, never. Never done one of these where I've lost money. Not saying that it can't happen, but it's never happened to me. Earl says he may have actually already had this. It's not really a question though. It's just saying that he has it already.
Yeah, I mean
Sign
this
up
is a
again, Earl.
different time. That was
Yeah.
man. Can you believe that 4 years ago? I remember when we did it, and
Yeah.
had a lot of good feedback. And I think honestly, we're always trying to improve. I think we're actually we improved it
We're way
like
better at
somehow.
everything now.
Oh yeah, we're 100 times better. Back then we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Actually, around 2020 we were getting close.
Yeah.
2017, 2016. But I like that because I saw somebody ask about what platform we're using Telegram, and I think honestly the community is going to be really. Well, I think you even touched on that. You're gonna be able to post. They're gonna be able to post in there, be like, about the trades, and you're gonna be posting trades, and everybody's gonna be able to, chat with everybody. So I think it's gonna be a good time,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we'll keep it up. It's not like we're gonna just delete it. Everybody will be able to be in that community forever.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, I would love to build an entire group of professional traders in there, where we can all just kind of hang out. So yeah, so with that being said, guys, thanks Greg and Earl and everybody that's still here. Any other questions, guys? Because we got a lot more on the Q&A. I'm going to go over the Q&A, but I'm going to stick around and answer questions. But really what I want to know is just let me know what is the thing that's stopping you, right? Like, I want to know what the big objection is, because that's really important to me to know. Even if you don't do it, at least I need to know why, right? I want to know why. So let me know why. That would be really important. So let me know why. All right, let me go over to these. There's two groups of chat. I think Zoom dropped. We're focusing on primarily Forex, NAS, and SPX. If I have an Owanda account, will that work for all you're going to trade? Yes or no? Okay, great question, Jeff. I don't know if you're still here, but Jeff, I don't trade with Awanda, so I don't know. I don't know. I will make sure either way, Jeff, that I'm trading enough currency trades that you'll get your money's worth. How about that? Because I don't know what Awanda trades. Do you show the chart? Yes, I do, Chafik. I do show the chart. Are there any day trading restrictions? Okay, if you're trading in a stock market account, there is restrictions. If you're going to trade with a Forex account, there are no restrictions. A futures account has no restrictions, but stocks do. And that's annoying, but it is what it is, unless we change it. How long does the membership last? So the private community group will be around forever. The training is going to be 2 weeks. And I might throw in some bonus trainings here and there. You never know. I know Ben and I do some other groups like this, and we do throw in some bonus trainings. Is the system rule-based that it can be automated with enough effort, have a license for NinjaTrader, and can you code it? Sam, I'm sure that you could figure out a way to do it. Absolutely. But I honestly don't know. How many hours a day do we need to spend to double? That's a great question. I'm going to say 1 hour a day with some bonus minutes like to manage trades. Is the money management the main focus? No, the main focus would probably be strategy and mindset. There's a lot to trade today. Are we going to use a tool or filter? No, we're just going to scan, and I'll have charts ready to go before we go live. Okay, good. All right, this is good. This is good. John is giving me some legit feedback on why he hasn't purchased. I don't know if you're still here, John, but thank you. So John said, Casey, I've not bought because a lot of the strategies over the years have lost money, blown account, and not worked. Will this be another? I don't have a big account. I wonder if it will ever happen when I become a consistent winning trader. Okay, John, you're the type of person that we're actually trying to reach here. And so my question to you is, with those strategies, was it the strategy or was it your ability to follow the strategy? That's a big question that you need to ask, because if it was your ability to follow the strategy, go back and use one of the ones you already bought, right? I'm not trying to just sell you just because, but if you got something that you have that you haven't used or that you didn't execute the right way, go ahead. I will say this, it's impossible to blow an account with this. Absolutely impossible. And it's very, very unlikely that we're going to lose money. Very unlikely. So. All right. So, John, I hope that helped. After 2 weeks, will we have access to the recording? Yes. That was from Brad. And then Ed says, after 2 weeks, will we have access to the community? And the answer to that is yes. You guys were thinking alike. That's good. So why don't you guys go ahead, sign up, click the link. Yeah, the main focus is not on money management. And with the prop firm, you have drawdown rules. Would the money management account for that? Yes. Yes, definitely. Sam says that if it can be automated, he's going to write it and give us the code. Awesome, Sam. That's really cool. Thank you. NT, that's Ninja Trader. Will you give all the details of the strategy? Yes, we will. I really talked about it already several times. Aaron is still in the chat, Ben, and he wants to know if he can sign up.
Absolutely. Here, I'll share that link again.
The total value is $17,976 on sale now for $297. Can I share the strategy just a bit? LOL. I did, but I will do it again. Okay. Yeah. So we didn't really get too much. I'm going to go over the strategy for just a minute, and then we're going to, I got a really good, I got some really good answers about why they didn't buy, which I really appreciate. But in the meantime, if you didn't get on and you want to do it, go ahead. But yeah, guys, let me share the strategy. So I got it right here in front of you. Okay, now this is a trade that I just did. Okay, and so what I want you to understand, I just did this trade. Ben, you remember I did this on Tuesday, right? Monday or Tuesday. It was Monday. I don't remember. But actually it happened on July 2nd, which was Tuesday. Okay. So what do you see at looking at this chart? What stands out? You guys can see my chart, right? Okay. This is super, super simple. This is an uptrend. If we understand how uptrends work, they go like this. Nothing moves up in a straight line. So we got to understand that the place to buy is here. And then when we do that, we get this move. Okay, so look at how this chart works. You get a break. Once you break, what happens? It enters into a channel, right? So the way I drew the trend is actually probably not accurate. It's probably more like that. Right? And so I'm looking for this to happen. You see it right here? You see right here? Right? You see it right here? And then now we got it right here. And so we had all of this. So the first thing I'm looking for is the trend. Step one is the direction. Step number two, I'm looking for the pullback and consolidation. So step number one, we know this is an uptrend. Very easy. Step number two, here. What did we see? We see support right here. Look where I circle. Price, 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 price. These are all tests, and these are all times that you could have bought, right? And all of them would have made some money, not as nearly as much as the one I did. I got very fortunate, the fact that I hit the big one. But all of these, this one would have made money, this one would have made money, this one would have made money on the break. They all would have made money. But what I do, a part of this money management strategy, is this one made me a lot of money. I made 10,000. But some of these other trades would have made money, but not nearly as much. This one might have made like 5,000. This one might have made 1,000, right? But they would have all been winners because I'm following the strategy. So it's really that simple on how that actually works. You find the trend, You find the pullback, you find the candlestick pattern. Like, look at this pattern right here. And Ben, is my training on candlestick patterns included with this?
I think so. In the yeah, in the 12 part course, you
Yeah,
actually have a pretty decent 5 candlestick patterns and chart patterns, and then you have like three printable guides, which is pretty nice. So yeah, there's a
yeah.
lot of stuff in there and the additional trainings.
So right here, this pattern right there, where you got the pin bar with the break out the top, that's really powerful in conjunction with a long trend, and then the breakout right here. So that's where this is my entry. Just basic stuff, just basic stuff.
What's great is I just clicked on one of your videos that you did in the trainings, and like whatever you just did there, you're talking about in this training. So so it'd be nice if, they can go in here and they'll see exactly what you were talking about in the trainings, which is nice. Yeah, this one's you have a lot of chart patterns and stuff that you discuss on this one particular one.
Yeah,
Megaphone pattern, triangles, double bottom tops, all that good stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is a really valuable training. I'm glad we threw this in here.
Good. Yeah, excellent. All right. So with that being said, guys, go ahead and click the link, sign up. So that was a pretty much of the rundown of it. And I know it might seem like I'm doing it as very basic, but really I keep it simple. I think people tend to overcomplicate stuff. But we've definitely got to keep stuff really, really, really simple, guys. We absolutely have to.
Well, and we're kind of going off experience too with it. We are in the finance education business, so we kind of see the more if we add 25 different things to this one particular item, we just get we get the support question. We know what's happening. There's just too much confusion. So that's why we're just dialing this in, you know, and just keeping it as simple as possible.
Okay. So Brad says, if we're meeting for less than an hour, or if we're meeting for an hour, would you not be trading on less than a 1 hour chart? I might be trading on a 15-minute. That's probably going to be the entry point. This actual trade was a 15, so let me just change it to
Well, you
15.
usually don't you do daily and then you'll go drop down to
I mean,
15,
I
10,
always
5.
do dailies.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. Yeah, always.
And I mean, you're probably going to be looking for trades just off out, not like only during the training either. So yeah, there'll be plenty of trading.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of trades, and I mean, not a ton, but like
Yeah.
we can do one or two per day. That's plenty. That's all you need.
Keep an eye on the golden glitch. You got John in there just doing. He is a maniac with gold. So maybe take a couple of those.
Yeah. So Jeff says he gets confused because the rules are just too complicated. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Another thing, Jeff, that you got to work on is not being afraid of making a mistake, right? You're not going to get your analysis right every time. And grading yourself based off of whether or not you follow your money management and your rules versus whether you win the trade, right? The markets will help you go up and down in emotions. You win and you make money, it's like, yes, you're on cloud nine. You lose money, you're depressed. And that's kind of like how life is. We tend to put our emotions on certain things that give us happiness. Someone I was listening to yesterday was saying that, people get happy from spending money, right? That's why people that they make 250,000 or 300,000 a year are still really upset because they spend all their money and then they're in debt then they can't spend any more money and they're stuck, but they get their joy in life from spending money. And sometimes we get our joy from whether we win or lose trades, and that's wrong. We've got to learn to get our joy from things that are moving the marker for our lives. Like, don't focus on if you lost a pound yesterday. Focus on, did I eat the things I was supposed to eat? If I ate the things I was supposed to eat, then I don't care if I lost a pound. I'm not going to celebrate if I lose or gain a pound. I'm going to celebrate because I did the act of eating the things I was supposed to eat. Did I do my 2 hours of walking that I was supposed to do? I'm going to get my joy on if I did that. And the same is with trading. Okay, did I risk $100? Did I move my stop loss and turn that $100 loss into a $2,000 loss? I mean, you just got to give yourself the success based off of making sure that you're doing the things that you need to do. Yeah.
And something that kind of ties into this, Casey, that I recently did, like, because I noticed, like, if I see like a big red candle, say you're in like a trade and it's going down, I noticed like that can cause your emotions to just go crazy. And so what I did is just made all the candles white. So now it doesn't seem as bad. I don't know. There's just something. So it's like, it's just weird. These little things that we could all get in our own head about, when really it's okay. It's just like, I don't, there's no reason to be so like upset if there's a red candle instead of a green one. It's just a small little thing like that could maybe make a big difference to somebody. And so, but I thought that was pretty interesting. Not that like all my charts are white now, but I was like thinking about that, and I was like, oh, you know what? This isn't as bad looking now, seeing this on the charts, because if it's still following your pattern, like then why does it matter what color the candle is?
Right. Yeah.
So it's just, but the color, like, it's just something so simple like that could cause somebody to just, blow an account because they just get so caught up in emotion. Oh, look at this big, nice red candle. I'm going to get in now just because of that. When really they're not following their system.
Yeah. And I know this is so weird too, Ben. Okay. So take this, and I don't know how to actually articulate this, so give me a minute. I'm just going based off of what Jeff has said. So Jeff says he can take a loss, and he's good with stops and use them religiously. But his mistakes traditionally are getting in too late with tight stops, getting stopped out, and then the trade goes off and running. And so he's good at managing his risk, which was not my problem. I was never good at that, right? I was always much better at making money, but then losing a lot, right? I could make a ton of money. When I first started, I could make a ton of money, but I was also really good at losing a lot. So the key was for me to keep the skill of making a lot of money while avoiding the losses. But there's a lot of people I know, my good friend Tim, you remember Tim, he would always follow the rules religiously. And sometimes he would follow them even if the system wasn't great, right? And so there's a lot of other people that do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got a system, and all they care about is following the rules, but that system is slowly taking their money away, right? And so I think most of us fall in my category as we can't follow the rules, but the other group, you still have to watch. If you're a rule follower, you still have to watch your strategy and not let it slowly take losses. You have to make some changes along the way. You have to be proactive and adjust it when it needs to be adjusted. Because maybe sometimes it'll work really good and then some things will change and you'll have to adjust it. But the strategy that I'm teaching will work. It will work because it is the power of the trend, right? So, we still got a bunch of people in here. We just got some more sales coming in, which is awesome for this while. We got Rajesh, David, and Rob jumping in. So thank you and welcome. And if you guys are still thinking about it, um, let me know what it is that's holding you back, because we got a couple really good ones that said, yes, I have been burned and that's why I'm staying out. What other reasons are holding you guys back? We still got a lot of people in here. We got 77 people. So let me know. Let me know. Um, let me know what you're looking at. So, Sam, the system that I trade is primarily that it's primarily a very straightforward and simple system. It's very simple and it's very straightforward, and it has actually, to my knowledge, has never changed. Now, I will say though, this is the whole AI thing. I think Sam there's maybe two Sams. There's one Sam said he can't trade manually. He has to trade with a robot, which is really interesting. I would love to know more why that is. And Denny, if you haven't signed up, Denny, we'd love to have you because you're talking about trading with a prop. Oh, because of stress. Interesting. Yeah. Well, that's good, because if it's stressful, you're definitely going to have problems, right? You can't be stressed. If you're stressed, you're not going to do well. But yeah, no, my parameters have never changed, but I have changed, right? My strategy's never changed, but I have changed. And I think it's just my knowledge of the markets, my own ability to not be stressed, my own ability not to make mistakes, just the continual practice side of things. I know that Ben and I had discussed about the story about the airplane pilot. He went against the computer and crashed on the river. You remember that, Ben? We were talking about that.
Yeah.
And he was like, they were going to sue him because he didn't follow the computer's guidance. But the amount of knowledge that we hold in our minds and the experiences that we have up in our brains, you can't program that in a computer. And the AI has, like ChatGPT knows everything that's ever existed on the internet, which is a lot of material. But they still can't, that's nothing compared to what's in our mind when we have experience. Nothing. I don't think AI will ever be able to replace that. So yeah, I mean, support and resistance can be coded, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But I I would I don't know. I guess the computer's better at chess now, right? Better than the world masters in chess. So maybe the computers are getting better and better, but it's hard to say.
Chat GPT gonna take over trading? I don't know. I don't think so. I personally just don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see here, guys. I'm just going through all the questions. All right. Well, I'd love to see somebody was asking if we have a signal or a copier. We do not have a copier. Hey, Jeff, happy 4th. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining you. Enjoy your family. That's what we're going to do too. And we'll see you guys very soon. So, anonymous attendee, do we have a signal? We do have some signal services. As a matter of fact, I didn't mention it. If you buy this system, we have a very special deal on a signal service, just for the buyers of this system. And maybe you'd want to try that after the 2 weeks too. But for me, I'd say don't worry about that. Just learn these basics of what you're going to spending time with me. All right. So we've got 75 people. last call for questions. What can we do to help you make a decision here? What can we do? We'd love to see you guys jump on board. All right. Thanks, Rajesh. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. And anybody else, any questions, any obstacles, any objections, any reason why you're not joining, we'd love to know. Just hit us up. Let us know what we can do to help. All right. Well, Peter signed up, so thanks a lot. And I guess that's it then, Ben. And Ben, I want to thank you. Great job today. Sam, I believe, is joining with his NT skills. I believe so. Sam, you did join too, right?
Throw the number one more time. Yeah, this was a great. No, you know, anytime we can get in here and help people out, I think it's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited for everybody too. But if anybody did miss a portion of this video, live training, I'll be shooting out the replay tonight or this in a couple hours once we get that going. So if you miss a little bit and you're like kind of like wondering what we're talking about here, we can do that. So not a problem.
All right. Yeah, well, you know what? Save that link, jump in and grab it. We appreciate everybody, but we'll see you guys see you soon. Thank you.
Alrighty.
All
We'll
right.
see you.
Bye.